Kaplan, the New England Motorcycle Museum here. Today I'm on a classic Yamaha DT400 Enduro 2-stroke. One of my favorite bikes, big bore 2-stroke. Been riding it around a lot here for a little while. It's an absolute blast. This one's in mint shape. Let me give you a quick demo on it, and I'll shut it off and tell you about it. This is exhaust runs. Can't help but have flashbacks to my youth. When I was 15, 16 years old, I had a Yamaha DT175 exactly like this, looked just like it anyways, with a much smaller motor, but it was very similar suspension, and it looked and would do pretty much the same thing, and I had a blast on that. I rode that bike everywhere. The best part about an Enduro like this 400, is a big bore 400. It's got passenger pegs on it from the factory, and a nice big seat so you can ride a passenger on it, and it's got tons of power whether you're riding it up a sand dune or you want to take it out on the highway. This thing will do 80 miles an hour easily. It's a single cylinder 2-stroke piston port reed valve oil injected 2-stroke. The original exhaust system's in great shape, and this is one of the nicest looking ones I've seen in a while. It's super clean. It's been repainted, has brand new paint, brand new graphics on it. Somebody put a new rear tire on it, and it runs like brand new. I would have liked to do a riding demo, but they're doing construction down there across the street. I would have done a drive-by on the street for you, but the Yamaha DT started out with the 1968 with the AT1, and then they went to the DT1 in 70, and then they had the DT.
No, it started out with the DT, and
it did.
Yeah, it started out with the DT250.
Take two.
Yep. And in '69 they introduced the CT1 and I believe the AT1 as well.
Okay.
And the 360 came out in 1970 with the RT.
I told you he knows more about the old Enduros than anybody I know.
And in '74 they were all DTs. DT175, the DT250.
And this is the
DT360 until '75 when the DT400 came out.
Yeah, and then in '76 I think was the first year of the monoshock rear suspension, right?
That
76. Oh yeah, it was 76.
75. You're 100% correct. 76
See?
was the first year of the monoshock for the DTs.
So this has long travel front forks on it, and they are the chrome on them is in real nice shape. The suspension works great, front and rear. The bike doesn't appear to have been ridden off-road at all. I can tell by looking at the bottom of the frame, there's not a single ding in the rock plate on the bottom, and that's very easy to dent. The engine, take a peek there and then lean it over. The bottom of the frame is absolutely pristine, like it's never seen a rock ever. The wheels are perfectly straight. Suspension works great. The pegs are nice and straight. The other thing too is the levers and grips appear to be the original ones, and the bars are original. There's no evidence of the bike ever being dropped or abused or crashed, and it runs like brand new. Not too often that you see a mint original DT400 coming out like this with 7,000 miles on it. The gauges are nice and crisp and clear. The glass is clear on them, and it runs like a champion. Is there anything you'd like to add about it, Kenny?
No, the motor runs strong, and most importantly, it's quiet. All too often, I mean, it's a classic open class 2-strokes. We get a lot of these in that are noisy. That piston slap, this one's, the lower end's quiet. There's no piston slap or other funny noises. It's just a strong running machine.
The throttle cable looks brand new. The brake cable looks brand new. It probably is. Somebody obviously, the guy had it for us, reconditioned the bike.
That's right. The previous owner had repainted the fuel tank, put a reproduction decal new seat cover, as well as a tune-up, carb clean, new rubbers, of course an air filter, and refresh of the fluids.
New battery too.
And a new battery, that's correct.
Carb clean, the whole 9 yards. So this is
It
exactly the way it came to us.
It was refreshed by the previous owner and then inspected by our mechanic Chris coming in.
So yeah, it's a great running vintage Enduro. Let me do another drive-by on it, and oops, you got to turn this button over here from off to run. It's a lot better. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call. We're going to go over the details with you here in a minute while I ride around.
We've got awesome shipping contacts. Ship the bike anywhere in the States inexpensively. Message us your zip code for a quote. We can also offer financing on these classic bikes. Call the shop line and ask to speak with Cody to get approved.
Absolutely. Chris running 2-stroke 400. It pulls really hard. Shifts beautifully. Brakes and clutch. Everything works just like it did brand new. Buy this one with confidence. This is a great bike. And it's hard pressed to find a nicer one. Or a more fun bike to own. If you had to own one bike and only one bike, this would be a great one. Big bore 2-stroke. Enduro. Take it anywhere. Good luck bidding on it. God bless America.